Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of the James Miller Coaches Show. I'm the host of your show, Lorenzo Robinson, and of course, we're starting things off with the namesake of our show, head coach of the Reinhardt football program, James Miller. How you doing, Coach?
Man, I'm awesome.
I know you're awesome. That's 5 in a row now, right?
5 in a row.
5 in a row. The train just keeps on rolling. I remember last week we said if you guys were able to hit the record, and I think you just wanted to kind of play a joke on me, try to get close to it. Did we hit it this week, 5-11?
5-11, no, we did not. We were 86 yards away.
Man, 511 rushing yards, so many guys getting involved. Just how was it to see your team just have that sort of performance on the ground?
Oh, really cool. A lot of guys played a part in it. Like I said last week, it's a team effort to make that happen. It's not just the offensive line or just the running backs. It's the quarterback running the football. It's our receivers blocking. It's our receivers running the ball. It's our running backs running the ball. It's the offensive line blocking, tight ends blocking. Kind of everybody doing their job, everybody being unselfish. It all kind of starts with Ja. He kind of gets us going, and then we kind of just feed off him and feed off that. But it's been fun, man. It's been really fun to see it kind of come together. I think this team has grown a lot over the course of the season. I think we've gotten better from where we started to where we are now. I'm excited to see where we can go. We got a huge test coming up this Saturday, which I know we're going to talk about, but it was a fun game to be a part of. Our kids, I thought from top to bottom it was the best we've played all season. Didn't matter who we were playing. All that matters is how we execute and how we perform Saturday.
Yeah, so it's funny you speak about Ja Colbert and him setting the tone. I really thought that him as well as Ty McKee with his early kickoff return, those two guys, two All-Americans. I know that Ja hasn't been named an All-American, but now on this side of it being a part of the media, I'm pounding the pavement for number 5 to be an All-American this year. Those two All-American caliber players really getting things going for you guys. What does it mean to be able to have two guys who've seen so many different things on the field being able to lead you out there every Saturday?
No, it's been awesome. I think Ja's averaging 8 yards a carry right now, which is, I don't know if I've ever heard of that for a whole season. I think the Lindsey Wilson guy and him are two of the best running backs in the country. I've seen them both live, and they're both phenomenal football players. I like our guy a lot. He does so many things really, really well. He can catch the ball. He can run the football. He can make people miss. He can run you over. He's a very, very complete back. I think the only thing he can't do, and I think he would tell you this, is go for a home run.
Oh,
he's
man.
He's gonna find a way sometimes to get caught.
Big time triple.
But he's been great to coach. He had a tough week because somebody passed in his family that he knows, and that was heavy on his heart. And he just talked about he wanted to keep playing and play for the person that passed. And I thought, he was locked in all week, even though that happened, locked in Saturday, and he came out and really performed well. It was exciting to watch. He's explosive, man. You think you got him wrapped up, and he'll find a way to sneak out of there and make something out of nothing. Like the first touchdown, they kind of had him lassoed up, and he cuts it all the way back behind the offensive line that kept blocking and found a way in the end zone.
I shouldn't say this, but on the broadcast, I see him kind of wrangle between 3 guys. I start looking down at the paper, and then I look back up.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, how did he get out of that?
There's no doubt. That's what I said on the sideline. Oh, he scored. Okay. Let's kick it. 1. That's what he does, though. He just finds a way to make something out of nothing. He finds a way to make the guys up front look really, really good at times. And it's not from what we're doing. Sometimes it's from what he's doing, making people miss. He's a very special football player, but very special young man. He's going to graduate this spring, so that's a huge. That's the thing that's most important. So, really excited for him. Really excited for senior day for him. His parents are a big part of this program. They've put a lot into it as much as he has. They're at every game, home or away. They support him every step of the way. And, not many people know this. He's a guy that I told when he first got here, his dad dropped him off. And you could just tell Ja didn't want to be there. And every day for a whole fall camp, I told him, don't quit. And I told him that every day, every time I saw him. May have been 5 times a day. I just walk by and say, hey, don't quit, bud. Just keep going. And he's one of the best players to ever play at Reinhardt, for sure. So he's awesome. Been awesome to coach.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just in general, from an entire team aspect, it seemed like there was a little bit of an extra oomph to this game. I mean, defensively, we saw some hits that I watched a lot of Reinhardt defense that felt really like a vintage performance that they put together, being able to have some of the hits they had. Adam Mwimba had one, Kamari Poindexter, Brighton Peters had one that if anyone can go on Instagram and see that one was one of the better ones I've seen from a corner.
Knocked the guy's helmet off.
Yeah. Like it was a really great defensive performance and seemed like just the juice was different for this game. Was it because of the point in the season you're in? Was it the rivalry aspect? Were you trying to make a statement?
I think it's a little bit of everything. I think, like I said, I think this team has gotten better. Every week we've found a way to get a little bit better every week. And I think, especially on defense, I think we've put a lot of work in on that side of the ball. Whether it's been playing more guys up front, we've put a lot of work into tackling. We've put a lot of work into ball disruption. We work it almost daily, and our kids have really busted their butt this last month, and I think it's coming to fruition. And they're kind of just put their heads down and keep busting their butt. And we've been able to coach them hard, and they've been taking it and not fighting it. And I think it's showing up on film. And I think they're bought into what we're doing and how we're doing it. And we gotta keep it going. This is going to be a huge week. Our preparation is key. We're not going to worry about anything, they do to an extent. We're going to worry about how we prepare and how we perform on Saturday, and the best way to perform is preparation. So that's what we've been harping on, and that's what we'll continue to do. But yeah, it felt good. It felt good watching them play. Our effort was outstanding. We play with a lot of violence out there, which is something that we preach, and I think you saw it Saturday. So I was excited about it.
Yeah. So I would be absolutely remiss if I didn't bring up maybe one of the best catches I've ever seen.
Man.
Ty Jones, freshman receiver. I don't know if you remember, but I came to a practice early in the year, and he wasn't playing a whole lot. And I saw this kid about 5'5", 5'6", go up and make a leaping catch. I'm not going to say who it was over. We're not going to do that. But made a crazy catch, and I said, man, who is that? And you were like, that's Ty. He's going to be really good. And I'm like, all right, we'll see. I think the next week was Lindsey Wilson, had that long touchdown. Fast forward this week, one of the best catches of the year. How would you talk about the progression that he's made as a player over the course of his freshman season?
Well, first, that's the best. I've watched a lot of football in my life. That's the best catch I've ever seen live. Like on the field, at a game, whatever level you want to say. I went to Dolphin games every year growing up as a kid. And that's the best catch I've ever seen live. He was completely laid out. You talk about selling out to make a play, doing something special for your quarterback that maybe overthrew it a little bit. Like, it was phenomenal. It was awesome. Just an unbelievable effort. And he's a great young man. Like, he's a hard worker. I do think, there's some maturity things that he's gotten better at as we've gone on, that I think all freshmen kind of go through. But he's super special. I think I really think on our football team, he's probably the best guy at, as short as he is, he's the best guy at going up and rebounding the football. Like going up and making a play in air and space. He can dunk a basketball. He did it at the Midnight Madness we had for the basketball team, and maybe 5'6". Like, he has some legitimate ups. And his just hand-eye coordination and being able to put his body in the right position and then timing of going up and getting the football it's one of the best I've been around at any level. He's really good at just the timing of going up and making a play. But he's a special football player. He's a special kid. Again, another great family. He's from Augusta. And I think he's got a bright future with us. As long as he keeps busting his butt and doing everything right and making sure he's making his grades off the field and making sure his priorities are in line off the field, I think he's got a super bright future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So another guy who's really stepped up for you this time defensively, Kamari Poindexter. We had a chance to speak with him on the show a few weeks back. Someone who wasn't getting a ton of snaps early in his career, and now it seems like the coaching staff just continues to trust him more and more into some big-time situations. What has his progression been for your linebacker room?
Kamari is kind of like I would say at our level, I don't want to say like a walk-on, but he wasn't a higher scholarship guy for us. And he's the kind of guys that you love coaching because he's just gotten better every semester he's been here. He's put the work in the weight room. He's put the work in the film room. He's built himself into a starter. And he's the guy that you really love coaching because he's just starving for information. He wants as much information as you can get him because he wants to play good. He's a coach pleaser, which meaning like he wants to do right to make the coach happy. Like, he wants to do it the right way. He wants to do it how the coach is coaching him. But then he's big, he's physical, he's changed his body in the 2 years we've had him. I think when he got there, he was probably like a maybe 200, 205-pound linebacker, and now he's 215, 220, and a bunch of muscle on him, and he can really run. And he's another guy that I think, like you're saying, he's gotten more reps because he just keeps getting better. And he kept getting better in practice, and now he keeps getting better in the games. And it's really paid off for him. I'm super excited about him. I think he's another guy that he's only, I want to say he's a sophomore or maybe a redshirt sophomore. He's still got a lot of football to play, and I'm excited for his future. He's really come on. He made a super awesome hit in the game. You're talking about violent hits. He got freed up because our D-line did their job, and he came scot-free and on an outside zone and blasted the running back. I mean, knocked him off his feet. But he likes that. He likes playing violent. He likes playing fast. If he sees it and he knows what he's doing, he's confident and he'll go do it. And that, I think that's a lot of it too. With like Ty and him, and it's about having the habits in practice to develop the confidence to be able to make the plays in the game. And I'm a big believer in how you practice is how you're going to play. Well, those two guys have done better in practice recently, and now they're seeing the dividends in the game, especially Kamari. I mean, he's really just he's one of the guys that has probably developed the most over the last year and a half. Credit to Coach Gardner, credit to him more than anybody because he's the one that put the work in. And great kid, man. Great kid.
Yeah, so we're speaking about development. Another player that you've really challenged, not just this season, but pretty much since he's gotten on campus and been a part of your program, Nathaniel Sanford.
Yeah.
And I remember we've talked about him before on the show, and there was one point in the year where you felt like you wanted to see a little bit more from him. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like now, as a player, he really seems to be hitting his stride. He seems to be finding sort of that footing, that mojo. How would you sort of rate the way that he's played, and how important is he to your team reaching its full potential?
Yeah, he's super important. I think one thing that's really helped him is we've developed depth up front, so he doesn't have to play as many plays. And sometimes when you don't have to play as many plays, you play better. Because now instead of we're playing a bunch of plays, but they're bad reps because we're tired. We're playing less plays, but we're getting better execution, making more plays because we're not having to play as much. So I think he's a guy that's really benefited from the depth we developed up front. with guys like Danquavius Cummings and Kyvon Rivers coming back from a little ankle sprain he had, and D-Mac and some of the other guys that have played more up front. I think Scrap has benefited from those guys. But he's a guy that is super quick off the ball. When he's fresh and ready to go, he's super quick off the ball. He can get you a pass rush. He can make plays on single blocks. We're still, working to get him better at double teams, but I think that's something that he has improved over the season. And I think, Coach Alexander's done a really good job with that group. He's gotten all those guys to buy in. He's gotten them to buy in that, look, less is more. If we don't play as much and we play a little bit less plays and we play more people, the group is going to do better. The team is going to do better. And I think our defensive line is understanding that and understanding the sacrifice, the PTP they got to do in order for us to be successful. So it's been good to see Scrap come on. We're going to need him to play huge on Saturday. He's going to be a big part of this because they like to throw the football. And obviously to affect the throw, we got to get in that quarterback's face and disrupt him. And they don't give up sacks. Like, they do a really good job with what they do. And he's going to have to be huge in disrupting that guy on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You talk about throwing the football. I really feel like that young defensive backfield is really starting to come into its own. We're going to speak to a member of that defensive backfield later on today. But how would you sort of describe the way that they've come on after last season being, much maligned a little bit, a lot of younger guys playing in certain spots, new guys in certain areas, losing some guys, and now really coming into their own this season?
Yeah, so it all starts with our free safety, Braylon. So in the backfield, your free safety is kind of like the quarterback of the defense. He's the guy that sets the defense, sets the backfield. He's the guy that makes the checks, makes sure the cornerbacks and the other DBs are all on the same page. So it kind of starts with him and then trickulates to the rest of them. But I feel like all those guys have really, Brighton probably had his best game he's ever played here Saturday. And then Carter Hicks is a guy that's really come on. He can cover people really well. And he's got a big job this coming Saturday. And then C.J. Hollenquist is a freshman that's had to play more dog because of some injuries. And he's a guy that I think is going to be a really good football player. He's out of North Gwinnett High School. And then another freshman that's played a lot of football for us is Jamari Major from North Cobb, right down the road. He's another kid that's really come on. And then, like we talked about earlier in the season, I think Markel has continued to get better every single game, coming back from his patella injury. And then we've played another freshman named Jamari Benjamin, who's out of Westlake. The kid, he actually got kicked out of the game for a helmet-to-helmet, which I didn't agree with, but it happened. He's played a lot of football. So it's kind of the same as the D-line. We've played more people in order to keep guys fresher. Gabe Helton's another one that plays back there. Gabe's kind of the enforcer. He's kind of the guy that will lay the wood. Not saying those other guys won't hit you, but Gabe will strike fear in you. They have really come together. I think Keon's done a really good job, or Coach McGee, who played for us, which is hard. That's hard on a young coach. When you go from playing right to coaching, that can be hard because you still have relationships with those guys. You just got done playing with them. It can be difficult to transition from, oh, hey, I'm your guy in the locker room that I'm joking with, and now I see you as a superior. That can be difficult on the kids and the coach. So I think it's been a growing process with him, and I think he's done a really good job of separating that, of saying, hey, look, I'm not your buddy anymore. I'm your coach now. So it's a different relationship. But there's been some growing with that, and some coaching from me and Coach Gardner with him as far as developing him. But I think that group as a whole has really come together. But I think it starts with our free safety, and I think it starts with Braylon. He's kind of the glue that holds all those guys together. He's the coach on the field, with a coach not on the field. Like he's Coach Gardner out there without Coach Gardner being out there. So that's what makes Braylon special. He's super smart, super athletic. He can play the run, play the pass. He's the guy that kind of keeps it all together.
So shifting gears back to the offense real quickly, someone who we've seen come into games and make an impact coming in sort of sub packages for you. He's really come on in recent weeks, Braden Bohannon. And someone who may not get a ton of recognition in terms of raw stats, but when I see him on the sideline, he's always picking guys up. He seems to be someone who guys love having around. And then seeing the way that he's performed over the last 2 weeks, what has his addition meant for your program this season?
Man, he's a coach's kid. You know, his dad was the head coach at Kennesaw State. He's now an assistant at Georgia Tech. So he's been in this game his whole life. So the team aspect and buying into what we're doing is easy with him. Not that he doesn't get frustrated sometimes, but it is way easier than some other guys. And then he's super athletic. I mean, in my opinion, he's as athletic as Rice. I mean, he runs as well as
We're going to hear something about that.
Oh, yeah. They can race tomorrow. But they're pretty much the same guy. Like, they're super athletic. You can't afford not to put them on the field somehow, some way. And if they get the ball in their hands, they can go 60. So he's been awesome. He's been awesome to coach. He's been awesome to have. He fit right in with our culture. He fit right in with the kids. I think he's developed a really good friendship with a lot of the guys that I think is going to last a long time, the rest of his life. He had a huge run Saturday. I think 68-yard run to end the game. So super cool to see. I think he had like 90 yards rushing Saturday. And we kind of find certain stuff that we can do with him that we feel comfortable with him doing, and try to get him in the game plan when we can. And just little things here and there. So I think we're going to continue to do it because it's been very successful for us, and try to find unique ways to get him the football.
So, final question about this week and this game.
Sure.
You finished with 69 points.
69.
Not going for 70.
No.
Do you believe in the football gods? Is this something that, you never want to try to disrespect the game? I know that's something that you always say. Was that sort of the mindset, not going for 70 at the end there?
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to beat a dog while they're down.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we were trying to score 69. We ran the ball every time. The kids were saying, let's go for 2. I said, we're not doing that. We're not going for 2.
The Madden player in me was like, definitely going for 2.
I said, if you wanted to score 70, we should have not kicked the field goal in the first quarter, and we should have scored a touchdown, and we would have been there. No, I mean, I'm not a guy that's just going to run the score up, per se. I am going to always, keep running the football if we're up like that, because I want to get our other guys reps, and I want them to see what they're doing wrong or right on film. I think that is important, especially for your younger guys. I think, like up front, we got some offensive linemen in there, and we're able to see them play the right way. Like, they got in there and finished the game the right way. They were playing extremely hard. Braddock Vohan, Daniel Davis, Nick Howard, J.P. Katzmark, all those guys, Daniel Davis from Roswell, Braddock Vohan from Villa Rica, JP's from Milton, and Nick Howard's from Chapel Hill, and all those guys got in and got to play. Daniel Turner got a catch, first catch of his career on a 3rd down, which was pretty cool, from Camden County. So it was cool to get those guys in and have them get some reps, and now they can go and watch it on film and see where they can continue to either, hey, this was really awesome, or hey, we need to do this a little bit better. I think, and then our running backs showed us how explosive they really are. Like, that's a super deep position for us. Isaiah Payton's a freshman, and I think he's got a super, super bright future. I think Jaden Ponder has a super bright future. He's a super fast guy. and when he gets in the open field, he can take it the distance. So it was really cool to see some of those young guys get in there and show us what they can do. Now that helps us build confidence in them. It's not just about what they do in practice. It's also about, hey, you put it on film, you put it in a real game. Because as you know, it's always different in a game than it is in practice. It's one thing when a coach is standing in the back and can maybe yell something, or, you know, it's guys in practice don't necessarily go as hard as they do in a game sometimes, as much as you harp on that. But it does happen. So it was cool. It was cool to see it happen. Yeah.
Final note, most points, 69 points, most points since when?
So in 2016, when I was an assistant for Drew Cronick, we went to Bluefield and we scored 80. It was 80-0. So the most since, and then we scored 70 on Bluefield in 2023. Now my wife, who's sitting over there, is gonna get mad. Because how can you remember that and you can't remember to take the trash out?
Oh, man.
So that's definitely coming for sure later tonight.
I didn't mean to get you in trouble,
No,
man.
it happens all the time. I don't have to work hard to get in trouble, I promise. It comes natural.
Well, officially turning the page on it was a tremendous week. Now, going into Reinhardt's biggest game of the season. Who is it? We'll find out next on the James Miller Coaches Show.
Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Buffalo's Cafe for the football season.
We didn't come to fix Marco's brakes because it was convenient or fast. We did it because Marco has bigger fish to fry and a lot of hungry people to feed. Krause Family Ford. Passion drives purpose.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's all led to this.
Man, I got this.
It's a 60-minute drive for a 60-minute game. After all the miles we've traveled, we're almost there. After all the hours we've worked, one more can make us legends.
Hey, we're not running on three. 1, 2, 3.
This is our
Quarterback change.
time.
Rice running on the right side. Rice at the 30, 20. He is gone, folks. That is a touchdown. First touch of the game. He's going to get down. Jaborian. And it's intercepted. That's number 2, Markel Sutton. And he's going to score a touchdown. Reinhardt Eagles. Fake handoff. Taylor Jackson dropping back. He's going to throw it, and the ball will be caught. That's number 81, Cedric Colors, the senior. The handoff goes to Walker. Walker up the middle, and he walks in for a score. Touchdown. Alex Henson ready to send this one away for the Eagles. Going to get brought down. 22 Nolan. He's pressured and set. Brought down number 97. Jackson is over in the backfield. Jackson's going to drop that pass, throwing it to Bradley. Bradley's going to score. Touchdown, Reinhardt. Grabowski's going to take it on the quarterback keeper, but he's going to get brought down. Number 1, Emmanuel Olsen, rolling right, throwing right. He will be able to find number 82. Taylor Jackson's going to take it for himself and for the touchdown.
130 points.
Welcome back to the James Miller Coaches Show. We are still here with the namesake of our show, Coach James Miller. So as usual, point week is over with. Big time win, great win, but now we got to move on to what is to this point the biggest game of the year. Last game on the regular season schedule. Talk to me about this year's version of the U-Pike Bears.
So they kind of played the same way they did last year. They went 0-4 to start season, same way they did last year. And then they've reeled off 4 or 5 towards the end of the year. They're probably playing their best football they've played all season, but they've played people tough all year. They lost to Cumberland's Tennessee, a team we played, 21-17. They lost to Campbellsville, the number 10 team in the country, 34-31. They lost to Georgetown, who's number 20 in the country, 34-17. So they've played a lot of people really tough. They played some good football games. And then the teams that they've played, that we've played, the scores were all very similar. The only one that wasn't was, they kind of beat Union the same as we did. They beat Rio Grande the same as we did. They beat Point 62-0. I'm not trying to kill Point right now.
No, I know what you mean.
So the scores are very, very similar. I would say it's probably a clash of styles. They like to throw the football. We like to run the football. They're very good on defense. I know their staff very well. Coach Phipps and I are really good friends. Coach Elliott, I've known him since his days at Bethel. He's their defense coordinator. Both those guys do a really good job preparing their team. They're going to be ready to play. I'm hoping we're going to be ready to play. I know I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure we're ready to play. I really want us to come out and play our best game of the year. But again, we don't need to overly focus on them. We need to focus on what we do and what we control, which is right now just our preparation, both mentally and physically, and then make sure we come out Saturday 100% mentally checked in, and then if you can do that, the physical side will hopefully take care of itself. So, but they got a great quarterback. I think he's thrown for the most yards in NAIA. I think he's leading the country.
Xavier Malone,
Xavier Malone. They got 2 really good receivers. I don't know their names. It's not because I don't care, but number 9 and number 1. They probably have the best tight end in the conference for what they do. Number 87, really good player. Number 5, their running back, is actually from Georgia. Went to Denmark. Amon Williams, he's a really good player. Very explosive. Can go to the distance. So they and then defensively, number 6, their start linebacker is a really good player. Number 15, super active. He's also from Georgia, went to North Paulding. Number 57, their nose guard. He's played a lot of football for them over the last 2 seasons. 10, I think, is second in the conference in sacks. He's an active guy as well. And then their secondary, they play a lot of man, and you can tell they're really good at covering people. So we got our hands full. I think they're excited about it. I know we're excited about it. These are, like you tell the kids, these are the ones you want to play. I really want to do everything we can to get as many people in the stands Saturday. Make it as ruckus, as crazy as we can. We're going to have a bunch of alumni coming back, which is going to be cool. I think right now we got, anywhere from 20 to 25 guys coming back. So that should be super awesome. But I think it's going to be a really just awesome college football game. And, win, lose, or draw, we're going to put everything we got into it. We're going to play as hard as we possibly can. And hopefully it will turn out good for us.
So I wasn't always in this seat for the people that are at home. I wasn't always in this seat. I was a player on your football team.
Sure. 400
days ago, October 5th, 2024. Hasn't really been a day that I've been around the Reinhardt football program since then that I haven't thought about it, and I'm sure that you've thought about it, just sort of how that game went down there at Pikeville and the way that it sort of got away from us and got away from the team. How important is it for your team to be able to put together not necessarily just to win, but just have the type of performance that they could be proud of on Saturday?
It's super important to me because I didn't think we played well at all against them last year. I think that was probably our worst game of the year. I like, to be honest with you, that's really what I care about most. Like, I want to come out and I want to play well. Like, I want to keep playing like we have been the last 3-4 weeks. Like, I feel like we've continuously gotten better every week, and I want to try to see us take another step forward. Like, we got to find a way, everybody, from the coaches to the players to our strength staff to our training room, we got to find a way to do a little bit more than what we've been doing. And that little bit hopefully will carry over to Saturday, and we'll see really good things happen. But, you know, it's going to come down to our execution. It's going to come down to the details. It's going to come down to the little things. It's not going to be any one thing. And our guys have to understand, like, you don't know when your play is going to happen. Like, you don't know when you're going to be called upon to be the guy that makes the play. So you got to do everything in your power to prepare for that moment. How do you do that? You prepare by watching film. You prepare by practicing. You prepare by doing all the little things throughout the week to ensure that when your moment comes on Saturday, you're ready to roll. And we're going to try to do everything we can to ensure that happens.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So there was a quote from Jalen Hurts that I heard last week. He said that you live life forwards, but you learn it backwards. So you can learn a lot from looking back and getting some of those lessons from things that have happened in the past. How much can you take from that game on October 5th, 2024, into what will be a new game on Saturday?
I think you can learn from that game, but I also think it's a double-edged sword because I think, you know, every team's different. Every roster's different. There's guys on our team that didn't play in that game. There's guys on our team that did. And I think so you gotta, and each team, each point in the season, you're at a different point. You're at a different place. And I'm not saying we're not going to talk about it. We have talked about it. We've talked about where we went wrong. And I think what we have to do now is okay, we've talked about it. We've put it on the table. Let's put it to bed. Again, let's focus on the now. Can't change the past. Can't worry about the future. Neither one. The past is done and future's not guaranteed. So let's just focus on the present, focus on the now. And so all I want us worrying about is let's go have the best Tuesday practice we've had of the entire season. And if we can have the best Tuesday, great. Then let's go have the best Wednesday. Let's go have the best Thursday. Let's go have the best Friday. And if we do those things, it doesn't guarantee us anything, doesn't guarantee success, but I think it gives you the best opportunity to be successful. So we're just going to take it one moment at a time, win one day at a time, try to win preparation, and then roll it out there and see what happens Saturday. But we're excited, man. We're gonna be ready. For sure.
And, you know, I don't have a lot of regrets as a player. I don't have a lot of times I look back on. I know that's one that I look back on. And I know for you as someone who's a coach of the program, it's one that you look back on as well.
Oh, yeah, I was pissed.
Absolutely.
100%. I can't deny that. Yeah, for sure. But, you know, I'm not taking anything away from them because they took it to us, but we didn't help ourselves. I didn't think we helped ourselves last year by the way we prepared that week, and then obviously by the way we performed. So, you know, that's what we need to take away from it, and then we need to go attack this week and attack Saturday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now it's my favorite segment of the show, the James Miller Word of the Week, where Coach Miller sets the tone for the program, sets the tone for his team, the fan base, the entire Reinhardt community. This, a very important word of the week, Conference Championship Week. What is your word of the week?
I mean, it's almost like two words, but mental preparation.
We'll make it work. We'll hyphenate it. We'll make it work.
Mental preparation. I think that's going to be more important than anything. You're at the point in the season, everybody's hurting. Everybody's got nicks. Everybody's banged up. Everybody's just not where they were. You know, it's like we used to tell you, the best you're going to feel is the first day.
Absolutely.
You're never going to feel like you feel on the first day.
August 1st.
Yes. Well, we're a long way from August 1st. Guys are beat up. Guys are banged up. You got to put all that stuff aside. You got to have mental fortitude. You got to have mental toughness. And you got to put in the mental preparation for you to be successful. And people don't understand that, like, as much as football is physical and as grueling as it is on your body, which I would never change, not a day in my life. Like, I love it. That's my favorite part, is the physicality. But at this point in the year, the most important thing is the mental side and making sure you're prepared mentally so you can play fast physically. And I think the mental preparation is going to be key for us to be successful.
Mental preparation.
So that's what it is.
Coach, always a pleasure.
Always, man. I'm excited. See,
absolutely.
You know, you got two knuckleheads, so good luck. Carter Hicks, he's a talker.
Oh, man. Oh, that'll be good on this show. Coach James Miller, thank you for joining us. And now we'll have Carter Hicks later on, but we're going to start with our offensive representative for the day, wide receiver Cam Curtis. And, I didn't know Cam was coming from that side. Surprised me a little bit. Go ahead, get yourself settled. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. And last season, you were a guy who really came on during the spring. You were somebody who, I believe, won spring offensive MVP.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then, unfortunately, fell victim to an injury. Now this season, getting a chance to play more of a complete year, how does it feel just to be on the field for your team?
It's definitely a blessing. You know, you never know how much football matters to you until you have it taken away out of nowhere. You know, you definitely don't take anything for granted, and you try to harp on to everybody else that, you know, we only got one more game left. You might not even play it. You could get hurt tomorrow. Like, anything can happen. You have to play every snap like it's your last snap, truly. And it's just great to be able to play football again and play the game I love, and to be there for my players, families, everybody is awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So obviously you come from a football family. You come from a huge line of football players, football coaches. What has that been for you as a football player and as a person?
Well, you know, it always started with my dad. Out the window, I think my first Christmas, I got a football helmet that was like probably 10 sizes too big. I couldn't wear it at all. But I was still outside every day. You know, I was throwing the ball up to myself. And I actually started at running back, and I had some health problems. Things happened. I started not to gain weight. So this is when I switched it up, went to receiver. And ever since then, it was just like, everything happens for a reason, really, and I'm super glad that my dad introduced me to this game. And then going through Calhoun, you know, Calhoun's a huge football program, you know, a winning program. We love to win. It's made me the man who I am today, truly, it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So obviously you play in a very deep receiver room. You have so many different guys who've stepped up for you in a variety of situations, and you've been that guy for your team as well. How does it feel, and how do you approach every day knowing that you have so many strong teammates around you on a daily basis?
You know, it's awesome. My favorite Bible verse is strength is for service, not status, Romans 15. So I like to help everybody else out with that, knowing that everything that God's did to me, you know, is for a reason, and it's to help the team. So when I go out there, I had one catch Saturday, but you can't complain when you beat them by 60-something points. Everybody just clicking on all cylinders. And what I love about it is everybody. See, last year we had probably 3 or 4 receivers get hurt right at the beginning of the season, or just they weren't able to play. And I feel like that was a big reason the season went the way it did. But now all this talent is just, you can give the ball to any of us at any point, and we can make a play. And we know that, but we also know that if we do our job and block, any of the running backs can take it to the house too. So it's fun playing with this team, though, and anybody can do anything, really. You never know what you're going to get into. Ty Jones' catch, we've seen that so many different times, and Zay, you just toss it up to him, he's going to go up and catch it. There's so many receivers. Said he doesn't get a lot of credit, but he's going to catch it when he gets it. He's a big target. We can all play, and I love the room. those are my brothers, and I love them for real.
Yes, sir.
It's fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're a great teammate, but now a chance for you to do a little bit of bragging on yourself here. What has been your personal favorite moment of the season?
So I got to go with the touchdown. It was a long time coming, for sure, after, like I said, the injuries and stuff. And I was really working on, in the offseason, just trying to beat people deep. Who doesn't want a deep ball, every once in a while?
For sure, for sure.
And, we were trying so hard just to get the QB to read the right read, and go through all the progressions, and somebody's going to be open eventually. And to be honest, I wasn't even the right read right there. He gave me an opportunity, gave me a chance, and he launched it. I'm thankful Taylor launched it, That's definitely my favorite play, though. And then I like cracking some people, too. So any jet sweep I get a chance to go crack a linebacker or safety, I love that, too.
Yes, sir. Fun. Yes, sir. Cam, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
It's been great to see your progression this year.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. That was our offensive representative, Cam Curtis. And now a chance to speak with our defensive representative. We'll get a chance for him to get settled and come into the frame. Carter Hicks. What's up? Go ahead, get you on there. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
I can't complain, brother. I can't complain. And this is something that struck me since I met you, and I still see it today. Just your energy, it's infectious. It seems like you always have a smile on your face. You're always walking around, picking guys up. What has sort of gone into that for you? Why does it seem like you always have that demeanor on a daily basis?
Really, I'm just an outgoing person for real. I'm always happy, and it's my coaches always told me, don't do it one day. I can't come out here and be happy one day, and then next day I'm coming out here, I'm sad and I'm mad. If I'm gonna be the happy, outgoing person, and I'm gonna be the fuel and the motor of the team, then that's what I'm gonna stamp myself on, and that's what I'm gonna have pride about. I'm gonna always be happy. I'm gonna always be smiling. I'm gonna always do that for everybody. It don't matter where I'm at. If I'm in school, on the field, at work, I'm always happy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So last season, that defensive back room, a lot of young guys, a lot of guys in new situations, lost some talent as well due to injury. Now this year, it seems like you guys are really rounding into form and coming into your own. What has it felt like to be a part of the growth from 2024 to 2025?
Really, from seeing, really, even we can see the progression from last year to now. And it's I really feel like we're really just buying in. Everybody's really, trusting. We're trusting our coach. We're trusting Coach Keon. We're trusting each other. We got better communication. It's really just all coming together. And I feel like from us playing last year, we've been building that bond. We've been building that connection. And we're really actually believing that we're the best in the nation. And we're actually standing on that. And the work that we put in practice is we be working. So it's good to see that we're actually putting it out and we're actually showing people the work that we put in practice, and we're doing it on Saturdays too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're going to take a quick detour off of Reinhardt. You're a Creekside alum. Obviously, I know that you've seen the year that Creekside has put together. What do you say about what they can potentially do with the playoffs coming up?
Hey, I just want to say that this Creekside, I love the Swamp. I feel like I'm Swamp made. See, I got Creekside tatted on me because that's how much I love, and that's how much I take pride in my high school. And to see what they're doing, see what the youngest is doing, see that was when that was my senior year. They was in 10th grade, the senior year now. So it's actually, I'm happy for them. I'm proud of them. It's I know what they're going to do. I know what y'all are capable of, and I know what y'all are going to do this year and shock the world. We're actually finna do it this year. I already know. This their ring season, and I'm going to be right there in the bins with them boys. When they win that ring, I'm going to be right there on the sideline with them boys celebrating.
I'm with you. I know how much it means to you. I had to ask you about it.
Yeah. Especially us going to the state championship my senior year, us losing, and them being a part of that, them seeing us lose that game, I feel like that's feel for them too. When they get to that point again, they're not losing that. They know how it feels to be there. They already know. They know how it feels to play in the bins. Next time they go there, they're strictly for business, and they're gonna get over the hump. We're gonna get over the hump this year.
Yes, sir. I'm rooting for them too. I'm a Southside guy too,
yes,
so I'm
sir.
definitely rooting for them.
Yes, sir.
But now, just back to Reinhardt football and back to you now as a player. You're a guy who they really trust in a lot of different situations. You can play inside, you can play outside. You have a huge test coming this week in U-Pike. What is it that you want to be able to do and focus on in order to help your team win this week?
honestly, I just want to execute at the highest level. Really, just no buts, no simple mistakes. Like, if it's going to come down to it, if it's going to be a big play, a head tap or something, like, I'm okay with that. I could live with plays like that. Like, we're in position, we're in the right spot, we did the right thing, just great defense, better offense type of positions. Like, I like stuff like that. Like, that's okay. We could live with that. So, really, as long as because I know how I am, and I know what I could do, and I just want to do that for my brothers and play the best game for my brothers. I want every play is for them, one play at a time, one drive at a time. It's not really really nothing much to it. I really feel like this is all on us. As long as we come out and perform and we execute, we line up right, we do the little things right, we communicate, we're gonna have a very good chance.
Yes, sir. Carter,
yes,
thank
sir.
you so much for
Yes,
joining
sir.
me, man.
It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. It's number 18, Carter Hicks of the Reinhardt defense. My name is Lorenzo Robinson. This has been the James Miller Coaches Show. Thank you all for watching, and please be sure to tune in this Saturday, Reinhardt AAC Championship versus U-Pike. Thank you all, and we will see you all next time.
Sidelines Grill is a family-type establishment. It is a sports bar. You're gonna have TVs everywhere, flat panel at your own booth. Food is excellent, and it's kind of all over the map, where you can get pasta, steaks, chicken wings, wraps, just all of your neighborhood bar and grill favorites. So some of the things that Sidelines Grill has to offer is we do a team trivia night at all of our locations. We have a sound check bingo, which is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun for groups. And then all of our locations are community driven. So we always tie into the local football team, the local cheer teams, basketball, wrestling, that kind of thing at the high school level, all the way down to elementary.
It's kind of an exciting and fun atmosphere. You know, you've got all the TVs, all the games playing, and, you know, families eating and people cheering for sports, and, you know, everyone just kind of enjoying themselves.
It's all about the people. Not only is the staff just very, very friendly and make you feel like part of the family, like you've known them forever, but I've noticed the customers, almost like a culture, the people that come in this place, everybody just seems to be relaxed, having a great time, and you can talk to anybody. You might come in here for your first time as a stranger, but you're going to leave as a family member.